right, it's Friday, February the 13th, if you believe in that superstitious stuff. You guys know the drill. We're going to call InfoWars. 1-512-291-5750.
Thank you for calling the offices of Alex Jones Productions, InfoWars.com, and PrisonPlanet.tv. To place or check on the status of an order from the InfoWars shop, please press 1. If you have questions or comments about your PrisonPlanet.tv subscription, please press 2. To leave a message regarding a news tip, press 3. To reach them, you have reached the InfoWars news tip line. Please leave your tip. If you'd like, leave your name and contact number or email. Due to high volume of information, we may not be able to respond to all tips. Thank you.
Please leave your message after the tone. When done, hang up or press the pound key.
Hey Alex, this is Rudy Davis. My phone number is 972 and my email address is ruddavis@yahoo.com. Hey man, I'm calling about Dr. Kent Hovind. I call you guys every single morning. My wife's tried to call your show like 5 days in a row. She waits on hold for over an hour. And you put her in overdrive and you say you're going to get to her and then you drop her. So, hey man, this ain't like some competitive story where like your competitors have picked up the story so you don't need to do it. I don't understand what your mindset is. This is a story where we need to come together and get an innocent man out of prison. Did you know Dr. Kent Hovind was talking about chemtrails, New World Order, exposing the Illuminati and the Freemasons like way back in 2000, 2001, and the enemy camp has locked him up on false imprisonment charges for the past 8 years, and now they're trying to keep him in prison for the rest of his life. And I don't know what you're thinking is, Alex, but if you're thinking your competitors have got this story and like now you're not going to pick it up, I mean, that's not the right way to think about it. It's about coming together and everybody saying the truth and putting pressure on this evil, corrupt judge who called Kent's crimes worse than rape, who said that Kent Hovind was the leader or organizer of an extensive criminal operation. She's come out against, saying a prayer over somebody's food and tried to put jail time on school officials because they said a prayer over their food. I don't understand what your mindset is, man. This ain't a cutthroat capitalistic situation. I'm all for being cutthroat and capitalistic if you're in a competitive situation. I understand the free market economics and being capitalistic, but this ain't about that. This is about getting an innocent man out of prison, and it's about doing what's right. And you've got a public platform that's supposed to be espousing the truth. Why don't you just talk about Dr. Kent Hovind for a little bit? At least make a public statement that you think that he's being falsely imprisoned. At least make one short little statement about the man. Are you just going to ignore him all the way up until the trial, until they put him in jail for the rest of his life? Why don't you do the right thing now? I mean, it doesn't make any sense at all. You claim to be a Christian. I know you believe in the earth is billions of years old, and Kent Hovind only believes it's 6,000 years old, but that shouldn't be... That difference of opinion shouldn't make you ignore the man. I mean, what if you were in prison, Alex? What if you were stuck in prison and everybody said, well, I ain't going to do anything, he don't believe like I do, and, somebody else is covering the story, so I ain't going to worry about it. I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me why you're not covering the story. This particular story has tremendous amount of nationwide appeal from a prison reform, tax reform, judicial corruption, tax corruption, IRS corruption, religious persecution, exposing...
Thanks for calling. Goodbye.
Okay, all right. Well, hey, I'm not going to give up. And he can keep ignoring us, and he'll just, I hope, I can't even begin to imagine what's going on. Anyway, all right, we'll keep trying.